semi on a state level or local level not being criminal because I'm a first time offender and saying, well, let's put you back on the street. I can't get in trouble. You can't get in trouble. You're not going to go to jail. And then now we see buyers that are either one, repeat offenders, two, people who have been buying for, as a hobby. But we're also seeing this for many years. We had street walking. That kind of, it didn't disappear, but it transitioned a lot onto the internet. And now with this de facto decrim, we're kind of reverting back to street walking. Because so we're just seeing younger girls on the street and more buyers coming in.
Right.
If I could just
Exactly.
piggyback really quick, most of the men who come into our program, what we uncover is that all of them were arrested because they were first-time, non-violent sex buyers.
Get
That's how they identify them. But my boss,
Right.
Because if you're pitching a woman of color, police,
Yep.
right? And so, I don't want to beat up law enforcement, but we have to be mindful. Law enforcement-
Better.
So, in the interest of time, across the country, fighting these bills that have tried to.
Our low marginalized girls and put that out there like it's okay for them, marijuana places.
That's more, but I want to get to the
Marijuana places.
That's more, but I want to get to the solution.
Yes.
Because I got 5 minutes. Solution.
Yes.
Because I got 5 minutes.
Okay.
And I, like, not the answer. What is the answer?
The equality model has plenty of other names. A piece of proposed legislation that seeks to the person that's marginalized, that is being purchased for sexual access. So sex buyers, traffickers, brothel owners, so on and so forth. I love talking about the equality, and I think the most important part of so to trafficking in the first place. But then after you address that root cause, you also have to now say, okay, we got you out. You're not going to jail. You're going to be relapse and recidivism back into the
Yep.
system.
Exactly.
So the equality model is the one.
The equality model decriminalizes people in prostitution. It provides them with exit services, not criminal penalties.
Right.
It holds accountable the sex buyers, the pimps, and the brothel owners for the devastating.
That's right.
economic costs.
Exactly.
Or services, because you'll have the sex worker folks, right? Our bill will provide services for those who are in the life because they are adults and children. If it's your way of living, all survivors.
That's right.
It's not just proposed legislation, because with Tricia's leadership, we have that legislation in Maine. We passed it last legislative session.
can I just share one quick
Please.
story about this?
Yes.
So something that became very apparent to me last week, driving home from Canada, I got on the phone with a survivor, worked towards being able to steal criminal records, which is what happened. And what she said to me broke my heart and solidified my space here and why I'm gonna keep fighting. She said to me, Tricia, it breaks my heart, and I feel my heart, and I was like, oh, this cannot have been victimized by children's school events.
Right.
Final question, and it's gotta be kind of quick. We hope that when you leave at the end of the next 3 days, that you're really inspired to help us. And one recommendation do you have for people in passing legislation and why it's so important for survivors to get help?
Well, what I've learned from, Vega, who is a policy expert in my life, my choice, always talked about, like, you can put in your zip code, it'll tell you who your representative is, make those calls, write those letters.
Nothing about us without us.
That's right.
Survivor leaders every single step of the way.
That's right.
Not after the fact, not for a stamp of approval, but every single step of the way.
That's right.
I think my one piece of advice, this goes for both folks that are in the legislature that can make real change, and then this also goes for everybody in this room. Do not be afraid to stand up for what is right.
That's right.
I
Come
think
on
one
now.
of the biggest pushbacks we see in New York, but just across the US, is that
Federal government don't want just you voted.
Come on. That's right. That's right.
Okay?
Come on.
We wanna be there while you vote.
That's right.
Yeah.
Come on, you better speak.
Because you don't hand us stuff and say, dude, what you think about this? No,
Come
I
on.
want to know
That's
what's
right.
right.
That's
I'm
right.
right with you. Okay? That's the first thing. And the second thing is, let's stop fighting against each other.
That's right. Come on now. Yes.
We just out there in the streets.
Right.
All right? Come on. Let's deal with these fake survivors, and because we're some real survivors.
That's right. Come on, girl. You better.
One final tiny little story. We just got our own testimony. We had a lawmaker who came up to us, and Asian bill is absolutely disgusting. And I feel terrible that survivors had to come here and had to testify against it. But the real point in that, essential. Survivors leading our movement is essential. So just
Yeah. Lots of food.
We just talked
Oh,
about
honey.
that.
I don't get some food.
Just talking about that.
I don't get some food. Thank you for all the work you do. Alright, I'm gonna go see what they have for food, because I'm hungry.